Hello nerds, welcome back to an episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production news. We got a lot to talk about today. In particular, we're going to be talking about the Akai MPC Live III. It's out. Just kidding. It was just a leak that was leaked through some website selling it. We do have information about it though, and some pictures, some very low res pictures. They're quite disgusting, but there are definitely some jokes to make about it. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. If you guys are tapped in with the audio world, you've probably already seen some videos about it, but you haven't seen my video on it yet. I feel like I've really hyped your expectations right now. Lower them a bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably care about this much, but I do have some jokes to make about it, so that's what I'm here for. For those of you who are unaware, MPC Live II has been something that has been out for quite some time, but the Akai MPC Live III was accidentally leaked within the past week. Essentially, a website that sells hardware had accidentally posted it. Someone sent it to me, and by the time I went to check it out, it was already gone, but that didn't stop people from grabbing pictures and the specs. So let's take a look at those really quickly here, and here is a picture of it. You know, at first glance, it is checking all the boxes. It looks like it may check too many boxes though. As you can see here, it looks pretty similar to the MPC Live II. If anything, the MPC Live II looks better because it looks more minimal, it looks sleeker, but it looks nearly identical if you really look at it here. Very similar button placement, pads, similar size. Supposedly, these pads can be different colors. This one does appear to have a touch strip, which the other one did not. Now, the one thing for me about this is, goddamn, that's a lot of buttons. That's too many fucking buttons, sir. What are you thinking? There's no reason this needs to have this many buttons. It looks like it may be a sequencer at the top here. Either that or the ability to control different tracks. But in comparison to the MPC Live II, that's a shitload of buttons, man. Now, normally I would be pretty skeptical about this if it wasn't for the fact that it came from an actual site selling this crap. And it doesn't appear to be AI generated, although it does look very low quality. They do appear to be actual low pixelated images here. I honestly just wish I could read this. Okay, I was actually able to make out one thing here. I see one of the buttons says loop in. Another thing confirming that these are real pictures is that there's actually a patent for it. This looks exactly like that picture here. You can even see the smorgasbord of different buttons at the top. We got that one big knob here. Now the price point is pretty high. This thing better be doing a lot, basically. It better be doing a lot. It better not just be like MPC Live 2.1 or whatever. If I had to guess, it's probably also a 7-inch multi-touch display. For some reason, whenever this stuff leaks, it's always like the lowest res picture possible. I don't know what that's about. All right, so this has got to be a troll here. Somebody just like slapped the keyboard on the bottom of it here. It was not me. All right, guys, it was not me. I know you're thinking it was probably me. It wasn't me. It sounds like it was me just based on the tone of my voice. It wasn't me though. So some things I'm noticing about it. I could see a built-in speaker, just like the live version 2. I mean, what can I say? It is fucking ugly. It is very fucking ugly. I don't even know if it's the fact that nothing lines up. I think there's just too many goddamn buttons, dude. I think they need less buttons. Like half as many buttons and we'd be set. And the touch strip, I mean, who really needs a touch strip? Do you guys really use a touch strip? Are you guys like dying for a touch strip? So I've used MPC before, but I've never like used it consistently. I've used my friends before, never bought one though. I've considered it. Yeah, I just can't imagine using a touch strip. I don't use a touch strip at all, like with production. Maybe some people do, I don't though. Like I barely even use the pitch bend or mod wheels. Like sometimes, like, I mean, if it was me designing this, I would start trying to figure out ways to remove some of them. And if possible, like, let's say you can get rid of half of these sequencer buttons or something. Maybe press the shift button and then it switches to those other 8 from the original 8, like, or something like that. Like, there's gotta be ways to dial this back. This is not good. This is kind of the problem with like music production in general. Like people were talking about like, oh, this DAW looks nice, this one doesn't look nice. No, it doesn't. They all look like shit. And the reason they all look like shit is because they're all very complicated. It's just like video production software. All production software is gonna be ugly because it's complicated. Complicated things are ugly. And when I say ugly, obviously that's subjective, but when I'm saying ugly, I'm saying it's overwhelming. There's a lot to it. There's no way for it to look organized. It looking organized is still not going to be as pretty as something simple looking organized. You know what would have me suspicious about this not being real though would be if it was the same picture on the touch screen from the MPC Live II and MPC Live III. If it was the same thing there, I'd be like, okay, I don't know, man. I know a real website leaked this, but I'm kind of questioning it. We're not done talking about this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a prediction that I think this may come out by the end of the year. What do you guys think? Maybe beginning of next year. The fact that they have this already right here and that a seller has pictures and features of it makes me think it's probably going to be coming out in the next few months. I'm not an expert on this, but I am kind of an expert with common sense though. And my common sense tells me that this is going to be coming out pretty soon because the sellers seem to have a moderate amount of information and pictures of it at this point. I mean, we can pray to God that we're not going to get the MPC Live III mode combo. I mean, because hey, in my experience, devices that come with pads and keys put together in the same device, usually one of them are shitty. Usually either the keys or the pads are shitty. And I would take a guess that the keys would probably be shitty. You know, so I haven't used MPC Key 37. I'm not sure if that's the case with that one, but usually they cut corners on one of them in my experience. I haven't tried that one, but every other device I've ever tried in the past that had both of them, they cut corners on something. I mean, realistically here, I don't know what people are expecting at this point. Like, I feel like you're expecting to reinvent the wheel. If you want to be able to do more complex things on your MPC, you're going to probably need more buttons, or it's going to have to be bigger. That means you're going to have to sacrifice how it looks quite a bit, sadly. Now, one thing that looks really good here is the USB-C port. Lets you do high-speed transfer of up to 24 audio channels in and out. That's pretty powerful stuff. Wi-Fi/Bluetooth, Ableton Link, 8 CV gate outputs, 2 combo inputs with mic preamps. High quality studio mic for field recording, vocal takes, and quick sampling. I don't think too many people are going to be using it for field recording. Nice to have though. I don't know. It's probably one of those things where it's just like, I don't even know what to add to it at this point. Well, we could add this thing that no one in this fan base would ever use. You know, I'm sure obviously there's going to be a few of you in the comments like, well, I would use it for field recording. Okay, yeah, 2 of you would. Yeah, sure. It has 128 gigs of storage. Is that a lot? I can't really decide if that's a lot or not. If it was for a computer, that wouldn't be a lot. But maybe for this, that could be kind of a lot. 8 gigs onboard RAM. That's not too bad. 8-core processor. 4 times the power of the MPC Live II. That's nice. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty good. So it's 8.6 pounds. That's not too bad. Supposedly the price here is $22.99. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think it's actually coming out pretty soon. I think it's gonna come out by the end of the year, probably in time for Christmas. The fact that they had this much information about it and it's all written here already, I think it's coming out in the next few months. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Thank you for watching. You may enjoy this playlist here with a bunch of music production news videos if you want to find out what news you've missed. If you want to support the channel, there are a bunch of ways to do so, including affiliate links, Patreon, and more. I'll see you guys next time.